Hi, my name's Jonelle Awomoyi. I'm a member of Youth Parliament for Croydon, and I'm here on Croydon High Street to find out what you guys know about mental health. What do you think mental health is?
I think that mental health has to do with everyone's state of mind and how we feel and how we react in terms of stress or good times or bad times. It just has to do with who we are mentally.
It's the health of our mind, really, how we perform, not in a physical level.
When someone's not right in the head.
It's people who can't cope with things the same way other people can cope with them.
I think mental health is a psychological problem that is really hard to get out of.
I also think it's the person's ability to be able to cope with stress and still be able to work productively and manage it to be able to help the society as a whole.
Anxiety issues, depression, feeling really low about yourself, not feeling that you're able to cope, not feeling that anybody will understand you.
What does the word depression mean to you?
I think it's a state of being or disorder that you are always sad all the time and nothing really impresses you.
It has to do with when someone's at their all-time low.
Considering I do psychology, depression, it means not being really understood, and sometimes a lot of people link it to sadness, but it's not really sadness, it's being ambivalent, not caring about anything really anymore.
You're not as confident as others because you feel like you're not at the same level as them.
People that are like upset and suicidal and stuff, like, I don't know how to explain it, but people that feel like they want to kill themselves and that.
I think depression is when you kind of just feel like full of insecurity, and that when you try to get out of it, you kind of just, you don't know what to do and how to get out of it. That's what I think.
Mood swings, one minute you're feeling good one day, feeling bad the next. It affects your self-esteem, your confidence. It affects the way you think about yourself and also what you think about others as well.
What do you think the signs and symptoms of depression are?
It could be sleeping, it could be crying, it could be locking themselves away or blocking themselves away from the world, it could be not eating and things like that. Yeah.
You are not really impressed with whatever anybody does and you just want to be alone all the time.
Isolation, that's the first one. The person that's depressed is usually sometimes the happiest person in the room, although they prefer to be alone most of the time. Sometimes it can lead to self-harm.
Some people don't know if you're depressed and stuff, yeah.
Mainly I think society, because I know that they're really like, society has a really bad way of like making people feel bad about themselves, so I think it's society.
Someone who can't go out, like hold eye contact, someone's a bit shy.
I don't know.
You being alone, crying and feeling very lonely and like you don't have no friends and everything.
Changing really, like changing from a different person, from a different character. It might have changed just to cope with the depression. Yeah.
Sometimes feeling very angry as well.
Have you ever known anyone that suffered from depression, and do you know where you'd go to help?
I don't really know anyone, but I could suggest that people suffering from such could refer to local counsellors and a friend, someone who has a listening ear would really help.
Yep, I have not a friend per se, but I've known someone who has suffered from depression. And at that time, I didn't know where to send them to. But for now, from research, I think talking to your parents, your tutors, and other institutions can help them solve that problem.
I did suffer from depression when I was growing up, and at first I literally did not know what to do, and I ended up self-harming and things like that, but I recovered pretty well because I found that people in my circle understood how it was to feel like the way I felt, and they helped me.
Yeah, I was depressed as well, like back in the day, but I'm not like ashamed of it because I'm better now, like I'm alright. I guess you can like talk to your parents or like someone really close to you, and I think that will like, you'll feel better about it and stuff, yeah.
Mental hospital. Is there not like cool like telephone numbers and that?
Yeah, you can call. You can call different services, and also in Croydon there's Croydon Drop-In, And you can also go to Mind in Croydon as well.
I wouldn't know any helplines to call, but maybe a teacher. But
If it was me, I would call Childline and tell them like what's going on and how I feel.
Yeah, my teachers. Like a certain teacher though, but yeah.
The Croydon Drop-In Centre, Off the Record, Think, they're all great place to help youth, young Croydonians such as you myself, with these matters.
And one of my friends showed me that he self-harmed himself, and I told him, don't do that because it's not really going to take you anywhere. So you just have to deal with the situation until it gets better. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to sound biased, but I'll definitely say come to Croydon Drop-In. We will have, exceptionally fantastic volunteer counsellors back at our base, and then we have a mobile unit that I work on called the Talk Bus, which comes every Thursday. So although we're not trained counsellors on there, we are effective listeners, and we are very good at signposting, young people, parents or professionals, or anyone that knows anyone with mental health issues, signposting to services in Croydon. I mean, off the record, and then you've also got Mind as well. Anything sort of like drug or alcohol related, you've also got Turning Point as well. GPs as well. We also signpost people to go to their local GPs. But yeah, more importantly, it's about talking about your issues. But yeah, CDI is definitely probably one of the best places to go to for talking about mental health issues as well.
Thanks so mumuch for watching. For more information, visit youngminds.org.uk. Don't forget to use the hashtag MHAW16.